Okay, now we're going to show you how to attach the upper and lower, how to drill and install the Dzus fasteners. For the Hot Bodies Race Bodywork, we decided to go with the slide-on style fasteners. The slide-on style backers, they're the easiest to use, and I think these are going to be the best option for most people out there. Now I want to show you how you do this. This is going to save you a ton of headache, a ton of time, and it's going to help you get a good result. Jimmy's going to help me. This is his bike, so he's going to help me do this. If you're smart, maybe you get your wife or your girlfriend. A lot more pleasant than working with Jimmy. I like Jimmy, but I'd rather have my wife out here. Should you drill these on the bike?
You should not. Absolutely not. That's what I did the first time when I installed my first set of race bodywork, and it did not turn out nearly as nice as the fit of these.
Correct. Really important you do this off the bike. The only thing you do on the bike after you have the upper mounted is you just determine your conflict-free locations for those fasteners. Nothing more. We've done that. So we're over here, we're ready. I've got a Sharpie, I've got a backing plate, and I've got Jimmy. We're gonna go ahead and hold that right there. I'm gonna move the lower into place, and we already know what our body line needs to be like. We fit it on the motorcycle, and we were able to get a good tight body line, which is awesome. Pretend this hole that you see here is not there, and all there is just a dot from this Sharpie. I want to find that in relation to the lower, and then Jimmy will separate the two like so. I'm going to take and slide over the backing plate and line it up with that proposed location. No holes have been drilled. Very important to understand that. I've slid this down so it is now flush against the ridge of the bodywork. I'm then going to make a dot, boop, right in the center of that. From there, I remove the backing plate. We're going to grab the drill with the unibit. I'm going to drill dead center through that, and I'm going to drill a hole that is large enough that it kind of mimics the size of the hole through the backing plate. Let me show you that right now. I'm not talking about the outer hole, I'm talking the one where the fastener is able to go through, and you can see how that's kind of elongated. They do that on purpose. That tolerance is large on purpose. It makes removing and installing the bodywork a whole lot more pleasant, okay? Just to show you how that turned out, you can see that that is got a very similar tolerance to the backing plate with the fastener itself. I'll show you how that passes through. All kinds of wiggle room, so really important that you do that. Then slide your backing plate off. This may be one of the most important steps of the entire process right here, your first fastener, because every fastener is going to follow this one. We're going to build from the first one to the second to the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Very important that you go one at a time. Jimmy's going to be here to help stabilize this and to help me find the location of this hole on the upper. We're going to get the bodywork lined up like so. There's that body line we were looking for. Remember, there's no hole here right now. You then want to go from the back side and mark this hole. We're going to turn this over to show you what we would do, but do not mark that hole if you cannot see this outer body line. It's very important you maintain this body line and you have sight of it, okay? So what we're doing right now is just for reference to show you how we would mark the hole, no other reason. So we're going to get this held in position here. You can clearly see right now why you need two people. This is not a one-man job, not even close to being a one-man job. In a perfect world, it's a one-man and one-woman job. We're going to take and mark the back side, and you can see how this Sharpie's drying out a little bit, but I would basically trace through so I could see it. The Sharpie had a lot more ink in it previously, and it filled that up real nice. We then pull the lower away from the upper. I'm going to drill basically dead center here, just a pilot. I don't want to start pushing all the steps of the bit through, just a little pilot, just kind of tickle through it. I'm then going to turn it over, because the best practice for the final hole is to drill from the outside in so you do not push pieces of the gel coat off. I'll then finish the hole. It's important to note also This hole is going to be a smaller diameter hole than the one through the lower. You'll notice a tighter fit with the fastener here. There's a couple of ways to do this, depending on the fastener kit you bought. Some come with plastic washers and retainers that'll capture this. Realistically, most people are just going to leave these loose and just pull them from the bodywork, as that makes removing and reinstalling the bodywork the easiest way is by having the fasteners out of the bodywork. So, we've got our hole drilled here, our hole is drilled there. I'm going to install the backing plate. This is a one-at-a-time process completely. So we'll slide that over the bodywork. It's flush, perfectly lined up. We're then going to line up the upper and lower like so. This fastener can be installed. This makes it a lot easier now because we have one fixed point to work from. From here, take a look at it. Yeah, we're all good. We want to find that mark, okay? And remember, this is not about millimeters or anything. You know, if you're a little bit this way or a little bit that way, as long as you had good space behind it, you don't have to worry about it too much. But I want to find that mark. You could take your Sharpie and kind of dimple here, just so I can see it. We'll pull the fastener, like so. The next backing plate needs to be slid into position, kind of aligned with that mark, perfect. I'm going to put a dot right in the center, boom, here. Notice that is once again flush. Pull the backing plate. We're going to drill the hole. Once again, same size as we did over here. Once we've done that, we're going to attach the lower to the upper using the fastener we've already installed. Like I said, big advantage now, we've got a fixed point. Now Jimmy's going to hold this, we're going to find that body line. He's going to maintain visibility of that body line, so he has it right there. We'll then go from the back side and we will trace the back side of the upper going through the hole that we drilled in the lower to mark the location of the next fastener. Once we've got that marked, we're going to go ahead and disassemble. I will then drill through the upper just like we did over here. Once that's completed, your next backing plate goes on. And once again, get everything lined up just right. Okay, now we'll slide this into place. And we're going to install both fasteners. Repeat the process. I'll find that body line. We're going to put a mark, or you could eyeball it like that, use your thumb. Fasteners come out. Backing plate goes over. This is definitely monotonous, for sure. We invested as much time in installing these fasteners as we did trimming up the tail in the end. And that took a little bit of time to get a good result. Slide it over, mark it. Remove it, drill it. Once we have it drilled, we're going to go ahead and put the upper and the lower back together again using the fasteners that we have already installed. Like so. Jimmy's going to get the body line, he's going to maintain visibility of it, and this does definitely get a little, this is awkward, holding on to this stuff can be awkward, so he's going to want to maintain visibility of that. You mark it from the back side. We will then pull it apart again. Okay, we've got the drill out. I'm going to once again drill the pilot hole through the back side of the upper. Once it peeks through, we'll turn it over. I'll finish the hole so the fastener can pass through. Backing plate gets slid over. Like so, centered up nicely. I realize this is monotonous, isn't it? I mean, this is back and forth, you know, and you're like, wow, I could do that a whole lot faster.
It's monotonous, but it's worth it in the end. I mean,
100% worth it in the end.
it makes all the difference.
And it is, you know, holding the bodywork like this is very, it should feel uncomfortable and unnatural because it 100% is. You know, you've got it in a position where it just, you don't really ever handle it like this, okay? It's on the motorcycle, parts are rigid, so it's a lot easier. So now we're ready to flip it over, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna repeat the process that we just showed you on the other side. If you install your fasteners exactly as I've shown you, that is gonna get you miles closer to having a great end result.